Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tom.
And I'm John. I almost knocked this
You
drink
almost
over.
knocked your drink over. This is the Game Misconduct Podcast, episode number 36.
Yeah.
This is the second twofer,
Mm-hmm.
but officially the first kind of twofer.
First twofer.
This is post E3, and we knocked that out together,
Mm-hmm.
but we did it like conference by conference. But this is the first one where it's like an actual podcast,
Right.
just together. Alan was unable to make it, so was Brandon. We should hopefully see Brandon back next week.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming from him. And we're going to start some things a little bit different
Yeah.
because we're going to kind of talk about what our plan is going forward. Now, have we really verified it yet that we want to start doing it this way before I start talking to people? I think the Friday deal. Are you cool with that?
I am.
I think the consensus was that you and I and Alan were. So I'll go ahead and just tell everybody.
Okay. Let them know.
Okay, so we're going to start starting this Friday, which is, hang on.
23rd.
Is it the 23rd?
It is.
Okay, the 23rd of June, we are going to start streaming
Yeah.
the podcast live. We did this back right when the podcast started. For a little bit, it was just a trial thing, but we're going to start a new thing where we're streaming, and this time slot could change, but it's going to be at least 2 hours of streaming, starting at 7 Central Time over here in the States. So, Danny, I don't know what that would be your time. But 7 to about 9:30, we're going to stream for about an hour and a half of video games beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
We might do like a full play, you name it. And then we will stream the podcast live that right after. So it's kind of like a pre-show to the podcast,
Yeah.
Just get loosened up, get our voices ready, and, just have a good time on a Friday night. We figured after the press conference, and I don't know about you, I'll ask you here in a second, but we feel like, that streaming is probably something we need to start tackling a little bit more. So we've made the investment in some better equipment, which you'll see Friday. It'll be a special surprise. But, what was your stance on streaming? I know you've always been Mr. Stream. Are you all about this or what?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great way to build a community and get people involved. And I mean, streaming is just fun. It's good to just to play games and when people want to watch you and chime in, it's always fun to do.
Yeah, it's good interaction, especially with. We had a little bit of a decent showcase, and we'll talk about it here in a second. If you haven't could tell by the title of this video, I think I'm going to call it the Game Misconduct Hall of Fame.
Okay.
We had some key members show up, and you know what? They showed their awesome true colors and supported us all the way through it. And we want to be there for you and interact with you more. We do our best on Twitter, and in the comments. But until you actually have a live interaction with somebody, you really don't feel like you're getting interacted with. So we want to open that door. And I know it's a little hard for people like Danny and Amrit who live overseas with time zone differences. So if this is a bind, or if there's another time that's good for you, we can do our best to stream on maybe some other days so we can have some more interactions with you. But for the time being, it's like 7 to 9 every Friday is going to be the plan. So if you have another day that you're open, we'll do our best to, we'll tweet at you. I mean, you two guys are really good on keeping up with what's going on and interacting with us. So if you were just like, hey, I'm available Saturday, are you guys available? We might be able to just sit down and hang out in the chat, maybe play games together. That'd be fun too.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about that. So, but going forward, yeah, that's the plan. Getting that stream on, and just maybe doing some full plays.
Yeah.
Just depending on what people want to watch. If we might take a poll at some point and see, hey, maybe we can all just play this game together and hang out and then do the podcast. Just see how it goes. I mean, you don't know how it's going to go until you do it. So the plan from this point forward, every Friday, look out 7 to 9. We want to do it over on YouTube or Twitch.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, we'll decide there. So look at you over on our Twitter at Gamer Misconduct. We will be posting about it all week, just so we can keep you in the loop and whatnot. So yeah, so that's pretty much the only big news announcements from this E3 conference. But one thing I want to touch on about how you said about the community and interacting. This is the Game Misconduct Hall of Fame episode.
Okay.
So therefore, we need to touch on what that means.
Okay.
We at one point during the stream, we were just like, man, we got to get you guys a trophy and whatnot, because you, Amrit and Danny, were just rocking the chat. The girls were interacting with them the whole time, and they were contributing as well. So, I mean, they are like the MVPs in our eyes. And so we talked at one of the episodes doing a top 50 list, and you said that, I was going to get something for Danny if you do a top 50 list, and he ended up doing it and all that. But right now, before we show what that is, let's talk about what we did as, generally speaking, if you're going to be inducted into what we consider the Hall of Fame over here. What have we done? Do you want to talk about that? Or do you want me to do it?
We've got a few items.
A few items.
Few items that we've purchased and
Configured.
customized.
And they will be permanent set items.
They will be. So, it could be anything from, just hopping in the stream for, the whole time, maybe like 16 weeks or something in a row.
We'll deem what's worthy of it.
We'll definitely figure something out. We might throw another crazy challenge out there. Another,
and if you do it, you can earn your
top
stamp.
50. You'll earn your stripes. And it's just, I don't know. It's a good way to get everybody involved and kind of show our thanks for
being there.
Yeah, for your support and just it's all for y'all.
Yeah, it is. So for the time being, this is going to be the main set piece. And now there's one more thing, and we'll touch on that in a second.
Yep.
But the main set piece is the Game Misconduct Cup. It's literally a cup.
A cup.
And this is kind of fitting because our name is kind of based in hockey origin. Mm-hmm. You got to have some sort of cup, like a Stanley Cup. So this is kind of like our Stanley Cup, or whatever you want to call FIFA Cup.
Yeah.
But on here we've put some faces, and I think I'll go in reverse order because we actually have one on there that you other two might not know about. Yeah. Right now we got right here at the bottom, Amrit. We want to thank you so much for coming to those streams and contributing. You got a lot of game knowledge, man. Mm-hmm. And you brought up some good questions during the stream and whatnot, and we really enjoyed having you there, and we're really happy that you're a part of the community. So you've made your way onto the Game Misconduct Hall of Fame Cup. And right above him is Danny, Mr. Danny Ferris. We've talked about you as well. We talk about the top 50 list and everything he does. He's always talking. He loves the channel, and we love hanging out with him. Mm-hmm. Like we're gonna play, and all you guys, we want to play with you if we want to play on live or whatnot. Just let us know, and we'll do our best to contribute to the community. And then on top we got KJ.
Yep.
Now that's a Game Misconduct original before we started even getting into what we are now.
Yeah.
That was from Extra Life last year, 2016, and he stayed on our live stream for 24 hours. Like, watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Contributed, paid at one point $5 for John to kiss Alan.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that video, Danny or Amrit, it's quite something to behold.
Very funny.
I need to find out which one it is, and I'll let you know next week's podcast. It's one of the overnight streams from Extra Life, and it's like smack dab in the middle. So
it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning too. We still had like 6-7 hours to go.
Yeah, and I was asleep downstairs taking my sleep shift, and the next thing I know, I hear like, oh my god, we got the donation, and it was KJ. So KJ, we told you from the start we were going to get a trophy for you, and it's taken this long, and we're sorry, but it's here.
Yep.
It's here, and I think it should go right here on top of the Recore set piece.
That's it.
So there it is, displayed for all. If you want to make your place on the cup, you got to write it into Game Misconduct history. Those are the top 3 right there.
Yep.
No particular order. Those guys are all fantastic. And we want to thank you so much. But one more thing, and I will hand it over to John because John's the one who promised this.
Yeah, I did promise this.
What is the reasoning behind what you're about to show?
During our E3 coverage, I believe we gave our top 10 games.
We sure did.
Of the conference. So we took everything that we had seen that weekend, because it was a weekend, not a week, but a weekend.
It was a long weekend.
But we took, everything that we saw, piled it into a top 10 gaming
list.
So I made a challenge to whoever could do their top 50 games, and Danny came through.
In like less than an hour, I feel. It was quick.
It was quick.
And it was, I think you made that challenge, and I said, Danny, do it, top 50. And you said, if he does this, I'm gonna get him something.
Yeah.
And this is that something.
So
what is it, Johnny?
It is a belt.
Oh my god.
The world heavyweight champion
Champions.
of Game Misconduct. And Danny, it's yours, buddy.
You can tell if you can read your name. And this will be displayed as well. Where are we gonna put it right here on Record?
I think we are.
Here, I'll help you real quick.
We're gonna drop it right here.
Yeah, that holds it perfectly.
Boom.
Right there in the middle. Danny's got the belt, baby. Danny's got the belt.
He does.
That's awesome. Danny, I hope one day we get to meet you and you can try to wear that belt. I'm going to be honest with you. I tried wearing your belt. I wasn't worthy. It did not fit. It's a child's belt.
Yeah.
But there it is, buddy.
But
that's for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just going to give out stupid awards
Yep.
the entire time. I'm going to throw out stupid challenges. If you do them,
You might get a
you
belt.
might get your own wrestling
Or
belt.
you're going to end up on the cup. Everybody
Yes.
wants to be on the cup. We got a lot of space to fill here. It's actually
yeah.
a Fellowship of Christian Athletes cup. So we got to cover that up.
Yeah.
And put a game misconduct
Yeah.
thing on there. So there it is. Right there. Game misconduct. Hall of Fame, baby. Now we're going to move on to top 10, which is fitting because you know what? Danny did such a beautiful job.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell because he's the champion of all, and that's just going to be there till the end of time. Or at least until I have to move sets, and then we'll just find another place for it. But I do hope we do get to meet you someday, Danny, so that
sir.
we can see you. Get a picture of you in the belt. We'll all stand around you like wrestlers. But here's my top 10
Might
list.
have my shirt off.
You ready for my top 10 list?
Yeah, I am.
Now, I debated this, and I'm gonna make a request. I'm gonna request you guys don't do one of the top 10 lists I want to do because right now I'm rocking with my theme, and my theme is food, right? I mean, I felt like if I did the one that I kind of wanted to do, people might get mad. So I'm gonna request don't do a top 10 PlayStation 3 list because I want that someday.
Okay.
I feel like I had a lot of time with the PlayStation 3, and this goes to UL and or Brandon or Landon. And, you know, maybe you can do it, and I'll do it just in the future. But for the time being, I'm gonna stick with my theme, buddy. I'm gonna stick with food. So obviously, you know it's a food list. The viewers at home know what it is. It's in the title.
We've seen cereal. We've seen pizza. We've seen
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
That's my very first one. Are you ready for this one, though? I don't know if you are. Top 10 Oreo flavors.
Okay.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee.
We love Oreos.
Oh God, I love Oreos. Before we start, let me talk about John's strategy with the Oreo. John takes 2 Oreos, takes the top off one, takes the top off another, and you think, oh yeah, he's just gonna combine them. No, he takes the other top of one and the other top, and it's just 2 cream pieces, and puts them together and eats the cream. I have never seen that before, but it's quite something to behold.
It is. Maybe we'll do it one day on the stream.
Yeah, on Extra Life. John eats like 17 of them, mega stuffed, topped on top of each other.
I'd do that.
You would? Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of cream.
It's a lot better than eating the whole cookie cake.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's another. If you have not seen, you should go see our E3 2016 playlist. There's a lot of videos to behold in there. I ate the cream off of that cookie cake. Ugh,
yeah, I couldn't eat it.
Yeah, you know, for the longest time after we did that, those hot peppers like singed my throat, and I was like talking weird in the podcast. I had like a different tone to my voice. It was like almost something in my mouth. It's from these ghost peppers and crap that we were eating for Extra Life, so we're not doing that again. But anyways, this is a top 10 list. People are probably like, why don't you get to the top 10 Oreos, bro? You're over here talking about random stuff. But anyways, let's do some honorable mentions right off the bat. Only have 2. And I probably should have put more than 2 because there's so many great Oreo flavors. First one is kind of a recent one, and I don't know if it's really like molded its way into my favorite top 10. It's blueberry pie.
Okay.
I don't know if you've had that one yet.
I have not.
It's very tasty. I was drunk the one time I had it, so therefore it was even better.
There you go.
Yes, sir. And this other one's just for fun because, Actually, I'm going to add 2 more. I'm going to add Peeps.
Okay.
Because Peeps are really good.
I'm a big fan of the Peeps.
The Peep Oreos, but they make your poop turn orange.
Yep.
And then Swedish Fish. It's just so weird. And you figure, like, there's no way with a chocolate wafer you would taste like Swedish Fish. It does.
It does.
I think they literally just melted Swedish Fish and put them in between 2 cookies.
Probably just put it all in the blender and.
Yeah. But, yeah, they're not great, but they're also fun to eat. Like, if you have some in front of me, I'm probably going to eat some. So.
Yeah.
But to my top 10 list of all time. You ready for your top 3 at the end of this?
I'm thinking.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. I'm going to go through them, though. I racked my brain. And number 10 holds a special place in my heart because it's the very first non-traditional Oreo flavor I tried. You know how they started doing all these crazy things like fruit punch and cookie dough. And I was like, okay, this was kind of what started it all, in my opinion. And if I get this wrong, I'm sorry. I think there might have been maybe 1 or 2 extra, but this was the first weird one that we kind of went from target to target, and that is candy corn Oreos. Have you ever had those?
I have not.
I
love candy corn.
Yeah, they release them seasonally now, around fall. And they're very good. They got the classic candy corn taste, but kind of like the Peeps Oreo.
Okay.
It doesn't really necessarily, like, if you hate candy corn, you'd probably still like the cookie. Like, I hate Peeps, and I like the Peeps Oreo just because it tastes good, mixed with the cookie. So candy corn's a very good flavor. You've never had that one, though?
I have not.
Okay, cool.
I do love candy corn.
Super good. Another one along the same line of, they started branching out. I tried right after candy corn, and this is my number 9, is cotton candy Oreos. Have you tried those?
I have.
Now those I don't really like cotton candy, and that's why it was kind of strange to me. But those Oreos, they're life changing right there. So they're the blue and pink frosting in the middle. They're very good.
Super good.
They remind me of Dairy Queen has a Blizzard. It's the cotton candy Blizzard from back in the day. It reminded me a lot of that, which was super good.
Oh yeah.
Number 8, Red Velvet Oreos. Have you tried those?
I have not, and I'm not the biggest Red Velvet fan.
Yeah, I'm indifferent on the cake, but in terms of the cookie, damn, dude.
Good.
They nailed it with those. And Landon can attest, because Landon's an Oreo connoisseur himself. Those Oreos just, like, had all the flavor in the world, like the perfect amount of sweet cream in the middle mixed with the velvet wafer cookies. So, very good cookies, even if you don't like them. It's kind of like if you don't like candy corn or whatever, or Peeps. You should just at least try the Oreo, because, I mean, what's the worst case? You're going to be like, oh, I just verified I don't like Red Velvet. So.
And then you had a good tasting Oreo.
All right, number 7, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Okay.
Those are very, very good. They kind of taste like Reese's. I mean, they're like the crunchy cookie cup that we did, but in actual cookie form. So have you had those?
I haven't.
Those are top notch. So if you have not had Reese's, you should make your way on over to the store and find them. Of course, they are kind of seasonal, I think, limited edition. So
they're good though.
Target normally carries them. Number 6 is the Mega Stuff. Shout out to the Mega Stuff, golden and chocolate.
Yeah.
Can't
go wrong with either.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the cream. as awful as that sounds, I tell Liz downstairs, I'm like, oh, Mega Stuff is one of my favorites. She's like, oh, too much cream. I'm like, no, you can't get enough.
Yeah.
Do you like the Mega Stuff Oreos, or do you like
do.
the double stuff?
I like both.
Like both? Yeah.
If I had to choose, I'd pick the Mega ones.
Yeah, same here. But a lot of people just don't like them for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. So
I'm not sure.
Mega Stuff's number 6. Number 5, Marshmallow Crispy. Have you ever had that?
I have not had that one.
It's just like a Rice Krispie treat, but it's done so well. It's to the point where you're just like, damn, like they nailed it with this one. Like
nice.
Sometimes you get some Oreo cookies where they have those flavors, and you're like, I don't think they'll be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
But when they do and they nail it, that's one of them. Like cookie dough is one that they could not pull off.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I get what you're trying here, but it's just not. I think cookie dough and Marshmallow Crispy came out at the same time. Crispy's where it's at. I don't know if they do them anymore though. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
I haven't seen them in a while, but they're good.
Sad.
Number 4, the classic double stuff.
Yep.
I figured this had to make the list because, I mean, it's probably the most purchased Oreo cookie. Like, if anybody comes in with just a normal Oreo cookie, not double stuff, most of the time they're like rejected. They're like, "What's wrong with you? Like, seriously, dude, get the double stuff."
You didn't get the double stuff one?
Yeah, that's the standard. I mean, if I'm having a cookie, and like even in these other flavors, those are double stuffed. So if you think about it, if you're gonna go traditional, you're gonna go double stuff. So number 4, it's got to be probably in your top 5 if you're gonna make an Oreo list.
Yeah, definitely.
Double stuff. Now we're getting down to it. Down to it, baby. The top 3 Oreos. Now, this next one, I don't know if you've had, Johnny, but if you haven't, you need to make your way to your local Kroger and purchase it after this. Oh, yeah. Like, get up and walk out of this podcast.
Okay, I will.
I almost wanted it to be number 1, but because of my number 1, because number 1 is just top of the line for me, I didn't make it. But this one is so good. It's white fudge Oreos. White fudge dipped Oreos.
I actually have had those.
Those are insane, especially if you throw them in the freezer. Because I throw all Oreos in the freezer. Liz is the one who showed that to me. You put an Oreo in the freezer, it's delicious. I don't know if you've done that before. Dude, it's good. I know you like your candy cold.
Yeah.
Even if you throw it in the fridge, it's just next level. But the white fudge ones,
those are super good.
Oh god, I could eat a whole package in one sitting.
Those actually come in like a smaller.
A little smaller container. They're probably about this size, but they're so rich.
I think I got them one time and I ate the whole thing in like 30 minutes.
It's just the perfect level of just like crunch and like chew. Like, I want some now. We're
They
gonna
are
get some
really
after
good.
this podcast. Actually, no, I got a whole bag of high chews down there. We're gonna have to go destroy later.
Yep.
Number 2, Golden Oreos. I actually really like Golden Oreos over double stuff and traditional Oreos. It was almost my number 1 because Golden Oreos just have a different taste to me. Like, it's hard to explain, but like if I want a cookie for some reason, it's golden. I think I'm just a vanilla guy. Like I love sugar cookies, I love vanilla ice cream, so that's probably why it's. I mean, I love chocolate Oreo cookies, but Goldens are special. And number 1, and I don't think this is debatable, maybe with the white fudge, but number 1 is Golden birthday cake Oreos. They have the best flavor. You dip them in milk, they turn into like cake pretty much in your mouth. It's undisputable, in my opinion. It's so stinking good.
They are really good.
But that's my top 10 list. What is your top 3 Oreos? Do you even know?
If I had to give a top 3, I think I would do. I like the birthday cake at number 3.
Really? Okay, so maybe it isn't undisputable.
Then there's also I'm gonna go number 2 with the double stuffed.
Okay.
Because double stuff is super good. I'm not gonna go mega stuff. Because I'm just gonna go double.
Also, sorry, audio listeners, there's somebody mowing their lawn outside.
Yeah. Number 1 is the white fudge.
Oh, really?
They're so good.
I think they're irreplaceable, man. They're really that good. They're just on a different level.
Super good.
Yeah. So, what are your top 3 Oreos? Put that down in the comments below. Danny, there's not 50 Oreos, so you can't do a top 50. I'm sorry. Unless you start doing Chinese and Japanese flavors, and then at that point, if you know them, respect. Anyway, put any top 5, whatever you want to do down in the comments, put it down there.
Yep.
But yeah, let's move on to what have we been playing, Johnny?
What have I been playing?
Let's be real here. There's not much more gaming or movie news. It was all E3 last week, and we covered that. If you didn't see our coverage, it's over there. There's a whole playlist dedicated to it. We covered a broad spectrum of topics, and we pretty much hit it all. I don't think we missed a single beat with E3 this year. So that's kind of why this is a little bit of a shorter podcast. Obviously, we're one less person, but we decided, we're playing games, so why not talk about those games?
Yeah.
What are you playing, buddy?
I am still going through Lego Star Wars Force Awakens.
Oh, no way.
With my wife.
Oh, hey.
Those are,
There's so much to do in those games, though.
They are. There's a lot to do, and it's really fun because she doesn't really play too many games. Those are like her.
Those are her go-to.
Her go-to. She'll play like Animal Crossing and.
Oh, I love Animal Crossing.
She really wants to play the Yoshi Woolly World on 3DS. So
I never tried that, but it looked really fun. So
she didn't really play too many games, so that's kind of one where we can kind of, hang out, play some Lego games together.
You know what I'm trying to get, and it's discontinued now, but I think Liz and I would have a good time with it. Is Disney Infinity? It's like $5 at GameStop right now for like the packs, or if you go on eBay, you can probably find a lot for super cheap. And I mean, you can have some super fun time doing that.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably another one you guys could probably consider.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to do in those. That's like Lego on steroids, but you need the figures.
Yeah,
but those are cheap. I mean, they're like $2 a pop now.
Yeah.
And they look cool.
They discontinued that, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're discontinued now, but they're it's the time to pick it up now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Then we're still playing through a little bit of Injustice, trying to do the daily multiverse thing.
Oh yeah, you purchased that for me, and you guys have been tearing it up over there.
It's actually really fun.
It is a good game. I'll give it that. I was going to become obsessed with it, and I got other games I need to play right now.
So I'm playing that, and then I had one achievement left in Metro, so I'm going back and I'm going to do a Metro playthrough.
It's worth it, though. I think the storyline in those games are entertaining enough if you haven't played it. When was the last time you played it? Probably when it first came out, right?
I played it when it first came out, and then I don't remember what happened because I really enjoyed the first one on 360, and then Last Light came out, and I don't know what happened then. That might have been the time when
there was a lot of games that came out.
Xbox One was starting to hype
It was
up.
the same year, yeah.
And so I kind of put that on the back burner, and then they released the Redux, and I got them both for like $7
There you go.
on sale. So picked up both of them. Haven't played Last Light ever, so really excited to get in that. I just got to get that last achievement.
It's like on steroids. It's Metroid 2033 on steroids.
It's making me mad because it's sitting there at 950.
Yeah, when you get to that level
1,000.
of 100% where you know you can just do it, like that's kind of what I'm doing in Dishonored right now. Like I'm looking at the big picture. I'm like, there's a lot of little tiny achievements I could probably knock out in 30 minutes. You know you got to 100% those games. So
Yeah.
I get it. If you're at 950, it's about that time.
And then once I get done with Metro, I'm going to hop back into Recore.
Recore! Hey, Recore. The
Yep.
cup is on Recore. And Recore. Yeah, there's a correlation here for some greatest game of all time. Just kidding, it's not that good. Recore is one of those, and I've made my point on the podcast before. It's a great game. It would probably be a perfect 10 in my book if they didn't rush it out and they didn't create this stupid way of continuing through the game, where you have to go around the world and collect all these cores, and they're a pain in the ass to get. It's not like, oh, well, let me just go play this mission and I'll get one. No, you have to go find them.
Yeah.
They're like hidden. So I'm like looking everywhere. I'm like, oh, I gotta go through this challenge. They should have just made a whole game. And I think what happened, I don't know if this is confirmed or not. Who are the people working on Metroid Prime 4? Is it the original people?
Ooh,
Because if it's the original people, they were working on Recore.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they got that deal from Nintendo and they said, okay, we're done. Here you go. Here's your game. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened, but we'll have to verify that. Let me know in the comments below.
Yeah.
But it's a great game.
I don't
So
know.
Recore is worth finishing, and I'll be happy for you to finish it, and let me know what you think,
Yeah,
if you agree with me. But is that all you got?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing.
Oh, Zelda! You just
Oh yeah, I did. I
bought
got the
that
Zelda's
guide.
Player's Guide. I'm kind of done with trying to figure everything out in that game.
Oh God,
Um,
it's overwhelming.
I need to get it beat, and I need to move on to something else
Yeah.
because I still got Mass Effect to play. I took a little break from that. Just gonna.
You don't think you're gonna finish that one?
No, I will. I just.
You got a lot of games to play until October, because
Yeah.
October's the mecca.
And I did the same thing with I think Mass Effect 3. I started it, just had something else come out, just started playing that, and then once all the DLC came out, I just ran right through it. So it might be one of those where it gets beat in another year or two. I really want to beat it, but again, if I didn't have to go to work all day,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, there's too many
it'd be done.
responsibilities
Yep.
in life. You got to record on the channel, got to go to work, and then you got to find time to play games. So
Yep.
hopefully we'll start doing that with the stream.
yes,
Every Friday, 7 to 9:30 Central. Anyways, do you have anything you're looking forward to playing? I mean, I know we showed a lot of games at E3. We did our
Yeah.
top 10 list, but
I just need to. I'm excited for Assassins, but I know when you get an Assassins game, you get, just a treasure hunt of everything. And I'm excited to get into it, but I'm also a little worried.
it's gonna consume your life. But your wife will watch you play.
Yeah,
'cause she's
so-
obsessed with that
So
game.
maybe that's another good thing. I can just, hey, you want to watch me play this?
There's nothing better than that. Hey,
Yeah.
watch me play this game. Liz likes to. What we do is I play a game on the big TV, and then I have a little monitor. So she'll play on the monitor, or I'll play on the monitor, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
So, in terms of what I'm playing right now, I kind of mentioned it. I'm knocking out Dishonored 2. I'm going to 100% that game. I really liked it. When I was playing through it the first time, I was like, oh god, I don't know if I like it. It was boring at first, and Landon had the same opinion of that game. Strangely enough, I remember talking to him about it when he first got it. He was like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. But then once you get going, man, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And just the different ways you can approach each level. And so right now I'm doing my no kill, no spot, low chaos, play as Emily, and then like one other thing playthrough. And then I'm just going to go through and knock out the rest of the little tiny achievements. Because there's a bunch of like little 15,
Yeah.
30 pointers, like kill people, like it's like kill 6 people in 1.5 seconds. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, how am I going to do that? So yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing that up. And I also have Prey. I haven't jumped into that yet. It's installed. It's ready to go. So I'm just playing
That'll be a good
arcane
one to-
games at this
It'd
point.
be a good one to pop in.
Yeah, and Beyond Good and Evil, after that announcement from E3, that's a big deal. I never finished that game before, so it's been so long since I loaded it up. It's going to be fun to jump back in there and check that one out.
Yeah.
But in terms of anything else, I'm really looking forward to play. Obviously, we got all these games at E3 coming out. I think I just need to wrap up the collections I have. I need to wrap up my BioShock. I need to wrap up Dishonored, and I need to wrap up Prey. And I think I got something else down there that I'm probably forgetting about. And then I got the what is it? The Game Pass. I got 3 months of Game Pass now. So if anything pops in there, I'll probably play that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I got Evil Within coming in the mail because I want to finish that before. And I guess I need to finish Old Blood. So. Man, I got a busy schedule in front of me. I don't know how I'm going to do this, John.
It's a big backlog. I have a huge list on my phone, and it's...
Oh, God. You actually make a list? That's dedication.
It makes me sad.
That's
looking
gamer
at it.
dedication.
Let me just run through this.
Oh, let's hear it.
Let me see.
Let's see. I'm actually really interested to hear about this.
Okay, so these are...
Let me look at this Metroid Prime 4 real quick.
This is the wrong list here.
Oh, is it?
All right, this is my games to complete. It's 39 of them.
Go through them all. Just do it.
Recore, Mass Effect, both of the Darksiders that I'm going to replay.
Oh, God, I have Darksiders as well.
All the Telltale games. I've got Batman, the last episode of Game of Thrones, Tales from the Borderlands, Walking Dead Season 2, and Wolf Among Us. Ori and the Blind Forest, Arkham Knight, Grand Theft Auto, Witcher 3 DLC, Watch Dogs number 1, Watch Dogs number 2. I do want to finish The Division. I want to go back and play Red Dead. I got to finish Rise of the Tomb Raider DLC. I want to beat Unravel.
You want to finish Unravel? Man, that's a tough one, dude. That game's kind of boring.
I don't know if I'll 100% it, but I really just want to beat it. I've got both the Metros. Sniper Elite 3.
Ooh, 3.
Fallout
I was hoping
4,
that'd be a Game Pass game.
Wolfenstein. Gears of War 4. Got to do some Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, come on now.
like Lego Star Wars almost beating.
Oh, my
Got
goodness.
Resident Evil 5 and 6 to play through again. And then a couple of random mop-ups, just a couple random achievements just to play. Don't have to really play those, but...
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and that's not even all.
And what's funny is you listed some there that I forgot about. Now I got to go play them too.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's so sad.
What happened to all that time I had as a kid, man?
I don't know, because I feel like I just... I don't know. I
don't know what I do.
Down. I think it was Saturdays and Sundays, because we didn't have to do too much. You know, during the weekday we had school, but when we got home from school...
What do we do?
We could play for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. That's how, but I was always playing like one game. It was always like competitive stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I never finished my single player stuff. And see, now it's just so it's like where the time goes. And I have plenty of time to play. And then I come home and all I do is like I'm just gonna watch a show. So I don't want to do anything with my life right now. You reach another level of laziness.
Yeah.
One thing I realized about the cup. Sorry, this is completely offset. You're gonna probably see in the reflection all of our stuff behind you. So there you go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I might have to put something in front of it, but. Whatever. But yeah, no, that's what we've been playing. What have you been playing? Anybody, whoever it is, Danny, Amrit, put it in the comments below.
Yeah.
So, to wrap things up, this has been the Game Misconduct Podcast, episode number 36, the first twofer, technically, even though last week was a twofer. You can download this podcast on any of the major podcasting websites. We release it every Monday. I realized something. I've never said that in a podcast. I've always been like, you can download it on any of the major podcasting websites, with the exception of Spotify, and that's all I say. But we release it every Monday in audio form. I should probably say that. So you can do that on any of those websites on Monday. Download it. But also, if you want to watch the video form, it's over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GameMisconduct, where we release it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, parts 1 through 3, and then the full video form on Thursday. Also, we are constantly tweeting. I'm finally tweeting.
Yeah.
It's taken me forever.
It's fun.
All I do now is I just quote whatever you're tweeting, which is probably what I should have been doing this whole time. But what is our Game Misconduct YouTube account?
Ours is at Gamer Misconduct.
And what is yours?
Mine is Johnny Pickles 89.
So you'll see Johnny and Gamer Misconduct probably tweeting the same things because they're run by the same man.
Yeah.
No, yours is a little bit different. You
Yeah.
like to post GIFs and whatnot.
Mine's a little more
Crazy.
sports related.
Yeah.
And funny pictures.
Yeah.
Which I do, funny
Yeah.
pictures and stuff. But
Funny videos as well.
yeah.
So, and mine is at Tony Crosno. I've changed that recently. It's in the description of the videos going forward. But yeah, it's been T_crossbow for so long, but now it's Tony Cross now. So if you want to tweet at me, go on over there. And the other guys is down below. You can check them out or tweet at them. And also, Alan's not here. Neither is Landon. So therefore, no Suicide Squad reading again. I'm so sorry. I know you guys look forward to that.
That's the best part.
That's the best part of each week's podcast. But you're not getting it.
Nope.
Sorry, you're just getting a championship belt in a cup. I think that's better than Suicide Squad.
I do think it is.
I really do.
If you can, never mind.
He was about to set forth another
I was
challenge.
gonna do a challenge, but we'll wait.
Ask us in the comments if you're interested in getting like part of the Hall of Fame. Ask us what you need to do, and we'll let you know. I'll
give you something crazy to do.
Oh, you just wait. It'll be game related though, or who knows?
You never know.
Might be like rub my shoulders.
It could be.
That might be a
real
little
life.
creepy.
Yeah, I think that's yeah.
Yeah, might need to wrap it there.
We'll draw the line at touching people.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, but with that said, this has been the Misconduct Podcast, episode number 36. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. See you next week.